aren't you tired of saying, yo, tomorrow, yo, I'm finna do this YouTube channel, bro. I'm finna start creating content, bro. I'm finna, I got a voice. I want to own my own platform. Bro, I've been doing that for the last 3 or 4 months. Built the computer, upgraded my webcam, got overlays set up, and found every reason in the world not to make a video. Writing down topics, letting good trendy things I had opinions on just pass by, making excuse after excuse, going to a job that it pays good, but I'm mentally exhausted and bored of it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's time to start something else. You know what I'm saying? Just to at least have a outlet. Now, this channel it'll always be surrounded around video games. It'll always have gameplay in the background, high quality, me playing a story, multiplayer, whatever it is. It's always gonna have gaming around it. But I just, being in my 30s, I can't make a channel just about gaming news. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Battlefield just dropped a new jungle map, and I could just have that gameplay in the background, when I play that game. It's too much to talk about. Obviously, 2020, it's only January, and it's popping. Deaths it's all kind of crazy. Deaths, viruses going around, you know what I'm saying? Earthquakes every other day. It's so much in mental health, it's a lot to talk about, man. And I want to bring, story times to the channel. Like, I was watching Breakfast Club, listening to it, and this Terry Crews and Gabrielle Union thing was, not to give so much detail, a few years ago, Terry Crews pretty much got groped by a dude. He ain't do nothing because he ain't want to be the angry black guy in Hollywood. Gabrielle Union stepped up without even knowing the proof. She stepped up for him. Years later, she's in a situation of her own. Dude ain't having her back. And I remember, like, how that felt, but not for me, my cousin. When, like, I seen my cousin J-Bo, we was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? Where our middle school was at was in a whole different city. You know what I'm saying? So, when you come from a whole different city than with your high school, your middle school or high school's in, y'all got to come in on that school bus as a clique, because everybody else who live in that neighborhood other school, they probably went to the same schools from elementary to middle to high school the whole way. So you got to stick together. So my cousin, he had linked up with this other dude named Melvin. Now Melvin was he was a bigger dude or whatever, and you would think that, like, when it got rough that he'd have his back. Man, bro, Christmas had passed, you know what I'm saying, of the school year, and it's pretty much like the ending, it's like the football season or whatever coming up. And it was like, how can I say it? My cousin was he was a running back. The dude who lived in that city was a running back, and both of them were very popular. My cousin popular from his city, dude popular from his city. You know what I'm saying? So it was constant arguments in the school of, with people trying to grab the coach saying who should start and this, that, and the third. And it just got to a level where it started getting personal, where the two players, they started out to get along. They let the voices, the noise of the people get on them and boost their head up in egos. So they say it was like, they was on some shit like, hey, we could shoot the fade off campus, and whoever win will step down from the whole thing. Like, I step down and tell coach you should start, and woody whoop like that. So the rumblings start going around school like, oh, J-Bo and such, you know what I'm saying, they gonna fade for the position, because they were pretty much like the same type of running back. Both of them were great, hands down. I'm not gonna lie, just because he was my cousin, the other dude was just as good. But people got involved, started instigating the situation. So one day they decided they was gonna meet up in a park in their town. First mistake. That was the first mistake. Y'all should have tried to find a way to handle it while either all of us was at school, in the back of the portables or something and handling the fade that way, or somewhere, man. But to do it under his turf, his background, bro, we roll up there, we like 7 deep or whatever. Now, just because you got 7 people with you, that don't mean everybody ready to throw hands. Now, everybody be ready to throw hands, talk about, oh man, bro, anybody jump in, bro, it's finna go down, bro, I ain't on my mama, bro. Everybody be saying that until that action start. When that action start, and then people start throwing hands and you see who they bring, everybody ain't really willing to leap out there like that. So we got out there, we went to this, it was like this big ass park that we ain't never even been to. Bruh, change your plans. I guess this dude then told his older brother, who was in high school at the time, we in middle school, who was in high school at the time, and some of his homeboys, man, these dudes came up there with dogs on a leash, and like, oh, it wasn't like the 7-on-7 it was going to be. It was like, you got 7 people with you, we got 7 people with us. They may have like 5 or 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody claiming no jumping, whatever the third, ain't no jumping. Bruh, when we got to that park, bruh, it felt like they whole neighborhood mamas and aunties knew that he had this fight like it was like Rocky 2. They were for the fight outside or something, bruh. So the whole dynamic changed. And you can't go back to school without throwing hands, talk about we ran or backed off. So boom. You know what I'm saying? They walked to the circle. You know, everybody knew what it was. You had to get this fight out. Boom. They start thumping. They got 2 dogs on the leash, bruh. I ain't even worrying about this dude hurting my cousin, nothing like that, bruh. I'm worrying about these big pit bull dogs they got, bruh. They got 2 pit bulls on the leash. I'm like, bruh, come on, bro. You can't be having the dogs biting nobody. Ain't nobody got nothing on them to go and get some dogs. Nevertheless, you still the same rules apply with them, which means everybody who they brought ain't willing to fight too. They probably was hyping up the whole way, saying they ready to bump too, gassing him up, but they ain't the way things play out all the time. So him and my cousin square up, they go to bumping. Boom, boom, boom. The straight hands at first. They got on the ground equally. Us and them made sure nobody was throwing hands no more. Lock everybody up. Say, get up. We ain't doing none of this wrestling. Y'all finna straight throw hands. Boom. That happened like twice. Where they ended up on the ground. We ain't doing none of that kicking your feet. We ain't trying to kill nobody out here, nothing like that. Well, at least what I thought. So, my cousin getting the best of him. Not his brother, the dude brother, but the dude cousin. It wasn't sitting right with him that my cousin was getting the best of him. Wasn't sitting right with him, bro. What he did as a cousin, can't blame him. He in there, boom, get off my cousin, bro. I ain't having that, boom, boom. Now we, boom, boom, right back. Now you got a straight up mosh pit of everybody fighting, dogs barking. At that point, you ain't even looking for the dogs just barking. I'm guessing they ain't letting the dogs out. Everybody fighting. We assuming. You make up out of yourself assuming things. You know what I'm saying? You can't assume. We pretty much got outnumbered, got jumped. Right? A lot of we getting hit and throwing the hand, getting hit, throwing the hand, getting hit, throwing the hand, getting hit in the ribs and the stomach, throwing the hand back. And then like when it was over, it was like your adrenaline rushing or whatever. And it's like, yo, like, okay, well, at least we stood up. You know what I'm saying? At least we stood up. It's middle school. We get back to the bus stop because we got to take the city bus to the crib. Everybody dirty. Shirt, white tees ripped. Everybody. People done lost book bags and, you know, back then you had to have the key, your ID. Some people had their ID with the keychain on it. Them all lost. Those lost. Like, you know, it was a bad situation. But we showed that we wasn't no punks. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the situation, nothing got resolved. It ain't like none of them went to the coach and said, "Oh, I'm stepping down." Everybody got pride, but it felt like they had to get that bump out the way. But on the way to the crib, where everybody explaining this stuff on the city bus, it was some bystanders from the school that was there with us to watch. You know what I'm saying? Man, so it's Florida, bro. It's a fly here. They was with us to watch, bro. You know, to watch the fight. You know, middle school, high school, whatever. And one of my homeboys, he wasn't there to fight. We already knew that. Like, he like a nerd type dude or whatever. He was just, you know, he was there like the whole book bags and stuff like that. He was like, yo, what's crazy is that Melvin didn't jump in. Now, Melvin was our backup go-to. We brought him particularly because he was a huge dude. We bought him just off of scare tactics and aggression off rip. You like, they might not even jump in or jump because Melvin here. I'm small, bro. Like, I'm small, bro. But Melvin, he ain't jump in. Now, could have been he ain't had the heart to fight because of the whole scenario. It's dogs there, it's older people there, or maybe he had a secret vendetta against my cousin J-Bo or whatever. I don't know. But you can't. The moral of the story is you can't assume. You can't assume because somebody hit your phone up and they like, yo, I really need $80 to pay my rent. Friday, I got you. And you give it to them, boom, off the bat. Friday come, you can't just assume that the moment they direct deposit come in on that check that they gonna pay you back. Everybody don't look out for you the way you look out for them. And I will always remember that lesson in life. People talk a good game, man. People will do anything to get what they want out of you. They will lead you astray, put you in danger, like, you know, and it hurt my cousin deeply because he felt like he had a good relationship with Melvin. They used to play, you know, NFL 2K5 and all that shit together. You know, play games together. We live on the same blocks of each other. And to think that people will jump on you and you would just sit back and watch. You ain't, like, beyond throwing punches, you ain't even trying to get them off them. You ain't throwing no hands at all. It changes you. Those moments in life will stay with you forever. So what I'm telling you or anybody watching, stop assuming that people are going to hold the same integrity, loyalness, and just the way, like, I'm not saying like monitor your expectations of people, monitor your intentions of people, because the intentions you have for them, they may not have them same intentions for you. And I actually made a video today. I'm kind of glad. I'm out, y'all. To the next one.